Okay, into the audience you go. A bit like Challenge Anakin,
Would you
if you
like
can
one?
remember
Okay.
that. Here we go. What's your name, sir? And
Uh,
give us your question.
I'm Stuart Davis. I'm the AI manager at Positive Purchasing, and I've noticed that recently there's a lot of CEOs, heads of companies that are really excited about adopting AI. But there's also a lot of people out there that are a bit unsure. Maybe they've got concerns about data security. Maybe they don't want to adopt tools that are going to affect the interpersonal relationships within their company. How do you convince those people that AI adoption is necessary and perhaps even ethical?
Ooh, the E words come in.
Who would like that?
Well done for dropping the E word, ethical.
Attempt to start that. I mean, it's hard and it depends. So that, I don't know if that helps. Yeah, more buzzwords. But what we're finding we want to move people from is cautious and curious, so dipping the toe in, to being more confident and competent. So that's quite a journey. The question of how is hard and would depend on situations, but often it's change management processes. So finding quick wins, finding solutions or exploring solutions to particular challenges or almost personal challenges as well as business challenges. And I think we had the conversation earlier around bringing the team with you. So rather than doing AI and doing change at people, you need to bring the people with you in order for it to have much more of an impact. That's my starter. I don't think I've solved it for you, but that's a starter.
Would anybody like to add to that answer? Here we go.
Yeah, it is everything about bringing the people along with you. And upskilling them so they understand what's going on. The ethical element is always tricky, and you're always going to have a challenge when you're trying to bring something in if people are resistant. You know, but it's a bit like the steam engine conversation. Stuff will move, and there is no choice in that. But if you give them the opportunity to skill up or to remove really dull stuff from their lives, people will snap your hand off actually, generally. And the other people, maybe they aren't the right people to have in your business, because unfortunately, if they don't want to move or they only want to do the really dull stuff, then that's a really tricky situation to be in.
Okay, Lindsay.
I'm not even going to try and attempt the full ethical, but I am going to say a little bit on it. And it's not going to be controversial, don't worry. So, on the ethical thing, I think it's also worth noting you mentioned about CEOs that it's also about supporting people by putting some standards into place and some policies. People like guidance and rules. So, if there's the opportunity when you have CEOs that are looking to take their team on a journey, and I single that out, it's about giving them that confidence by putting boundaries and maybe not boundaries, that's probably the wrong word, but actually giving them some policies to work to as well, so that they feel confident about where they can go, what is ethical and what's widely acceptable within that business.
Fantastic. I think we've got time to take one more question.